preferences. Are black men allowed to have them? According to Nibbergitches, just switch the B's and the G's. Nibbergitches say no, black men are not allowed to have preferences. So here's the deal. Your favorite whack rapper, Kodak Black, Kodak Whack, with his corny ass, in so many words said, you know, if a man wants to have the preference of liking skinny women over women who are more heavy set, he's allowed to. And what his preference is for lighter skinned women. He doesn't like women his complexion. And he said that he likes black chicks and everything. He just wants women, he wants a woman that he's going to be with to be lighter than he is, because he's just not physically attracted to women his complexion or darker. You know, he's on the darker side. He's past the midpoint of black complexions. And he said that he doesn't like his skin complexion. So he's basically saying, you know, that's his preference for women. And I was with him at this point. I'm like, hey, you know, if that's what that's the way you feel. You know, me personally, I don't really have a preference as far as skin complexion is concerned. I always joke around about liking red bones. That's just me trolling. When I say things like, she has the complexion to give me an erection, or when I say, I don't know how to act when there's a red bone in the room, I'm just joking. It's all for comedic reasons only. It's all to make you laugh or to upset the stupid people. It's all just a joke. It's all just, you know, just fun and games, right? When I say it, always just a joke. Now, of course, my girlfriend is actually half white. She is mixed, but she wasn't my preference. That's just who I ended up with. It was just a coincidence that I told all these stupid ass jokes about light skinned women, and then boom, one came into my life that happened to be half black and half white. Hey, it is what it is. But she is a red bone with a gigantic ass, and it is what it is. If anybody's upset by that, I don't fucking care. But at the end of the day, I don't really have a preference. Okay, she just had to be at least half black. Excuse me, that offends anybody. I'm just keeping it real with y'all, and I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna explain something to you why, you know, because some people will say, well, black women who are at least half black, women who are considered to be black biases, don't drink and blog. People, do not fucking drink and blog. Women who are considered to be at least half black are considered to be my preference, but I don't really have a preference. I'm going to explain that to you guys. It's not a preference that I have. I'm going to make a specific video about that. But Kodak Black lost me when he went from the discussion of preference, where he was saying things like, oh, you know, I prefer a lighter tone woman, blah, blah, blah. This is what I'm attracted to. Not really attracted to darker tone women. And then he fucked it up when he went on to say, people his complexion, and he happens to be darker than me, and obviously darker than my girlfriend, way darker than her. She's milky. But anyways, like he said, people his complexion are gutter. He said light-skinned women are more sensitive. And the woman who was interviewing him was like, look, man, there's some sensitive dark-skinned women out there. And true that. That's definitely true. Look at my girl, Kelly Rowland, for example. I'll just use her as an example. And Kelly Rowland, you know, I'm going to do a separate video about this, but I have some videos coming where I'm going to see, because there's some dudes who are expressing their preference for lighter tone women out there, to Gilbert Arenas and Kodak Blacks and whatnot. And I'm going to make a video exposing. It's so funny because I started making lists of different women that I thought were attractive. Brown skin women, dark skin women, light skin women, mixed women, whatever. And I separated them into categories. The funny thing about it is my dark skin women list was longer than any other list. I was like, holy shit. Like, it actually kind of surprised me, because I thought that the brown skin list, like the middle complexion, the complexion right in the middle, was going to be like the longer list. That's like, you know, chicks around Regina Hall's complexion. But chicks that are more like Kelly Rowland's complexion, that list was actually longer than any other list. Actually, it was significantly long. I mean, there were dozens of names of different actresses, rappers, female athletes, whatever. Like, I'll make the video later. But basically, this dummy, Kodak Black, said dark-skinned women are gutter, and that he prefers lighter-skinned women because they're more sensitive. And this dumbass, he said it's easier to break down a light-skinned woman. So I sent my girl the video, since she's mixed and she's hella light-skinned. She was like, in so many words, she was like, let this motherfucker try to break me down. I was like, ain't that the truth? Because she's as tough as any dark-skinned chick you've ever seen. But anyways, before I get my ass whooped, let me go ahead and read to y'all what Amber Rose had to say about it all. For the record, that video of Kodak Black talk is on my blog. I can't post it here. Let me go ahead and read to you what she had to say about the video that she posted. I just explained to you guys. Shaking my head, this really makes me so sad being a quote yellow bone eye rolling emoji. Mixed light-skinned women I know, unfortunately, that modeling jobs, boys, and opportunities, did I read that correct? Anyways, came to me easier, but did not realize that until I got older. Okay, I know. Okay, mixed light-skinned women I know, unfortunately, that maybe she meant to say got modeling jobs, boys, and opportunities. No, fuck it. Shaking my head, this really makes me so sad being a quote yellow bone eye rolling emoji. Mixed light skinned women I know, unfortunately, that modeling jobs, boys, and opportunities came to me easier, but did not realize that until I got older. Ooh, Amber. Stop slut walking and start schooling. Okay? You got your whole school diploma before you got your high school diploma, bitch. What the hell? Growing up in Philly, I went to an all black school. I was the quote white girl. The one that the boys didn't like. Pay attention to this, darkies. The one that the boys didn't like. The girl that wasn't as cool as the brown skinned girls. Black was the thing to be. Hearts and eyes emoji. Self-hating bitch. But for me, my mom was my only black parent. First of all, her mother's mixed. She's not fucking black. She's Cape Verdean. She's darker skinned. But if she took a genetics test, she might be like half black or something. But she's not black, for the record. And that definitely proves that Amber's not black. Black was the thing to be, hearts in the eyes emoji. But for me, my mom was my only black parent. My dad was as white as snow, and I came out just as light as him, of course, because you're more than half white. I would lay out in the sun and try to get as dark as I could. I must increase my dusk. Okay, she didn't say that, but she was trying to make herself dusky and dusty. Self-hating ass. But anyways, I would lay out in the sun and try to get as dark as I could. I would look at all of the beautiful dark-skinned girls in my class and wish that I could wear bright colored shirts like they did, but it never quite looked as good on my complexion. First of all, black chicks, we walk around wearing blonde wigs and pink lipstick thinking they look like Barbie. They look more like Barbie Q. Shit, these black heifers be black as fuck and have the nerve to be wearing a lime green shirt trying to look like a firefly in the summer or some shit. They be wearing motherfucking yellow looking like a Wu-Tang Killer Bee. Fuck out of here, Amber. You know damn well that you have the complexion to wear anything. These dark-skinned chicks look fucking ridiculous wearing these bright-ass colors. They look like they're trying to be fucking funny. They look like somebody turned a black light on during a blackout. The shit doesn't even look right. Stop fucking playing, Amber. You self-hating, trying to get black women on your side, ass bitch. You know goddamn well it's a bunch of white chicks and celebrities at the slut walk. Stop trying to pander to black women by posting this self-hatred bullshit. And black women need to call her out for this self-hating. This shit is real corny. But the brown-skinned girls would pick on me, pull my hair, and want to fight me for no reason. Why though? Ooh, I loved them. I wanted to be them. Black chicks, listen up. Amber Rose is saying that y'all were kicking her ass and wanting to fight her because y'all was some hating ass bitches that were jealous of her. You thinking this is a compliment? You bitches, you black hoes need to listen up. Trick Daddy voice. Little did I know, at such a young age, society was teaching them to hate me. Society was telling these girls that they weren't as beautiful as me because of their complexion. Bitch, didn't you just say that the black boys at the school wanted to fuck them and not you? Didn't you just say that they were trying to holler at them and they're like, ugh, when they saw you, ugh, little white worm, ugh. They were too strong and too outspoken. Do you mean too violent, too belligerent, and too mentally ill? Do you mean too sick? Do you mean too demonic? How the fuck are they strong and outspoken if they were trying to attack you, you self-hating crazy bitch? It was okay for men to have sex with them behind closed doors, but not okay to have them on their arm. But yet at the same token, bitch, you just fucking said that the boys are checking for them and not for you. Double speaking, bald-headed. As if light-skinned girls were some type of trophy for a man. It was a social status. Shaking my bald ass head. I mean shaking my head. Shaving my head. Insinuating that he had money or he just had a quote bad bitch. I wanted to be them and they wanted to be me. Getting older. Well, why? All the boys wanted them and not you, heifer. Getting older, I found myself always battling racism and feminism. Asking directors Why isn't there any dark-skinned girls in the music videos I was featured in? Why? Because they're not as marketable as you are, Amber, to answer your question, because there's more non-black people than black people, and the non-black people rather see you than them. Even when I was a stripper, maybe there were one or two brown-skinned girls that would get hired because they didn't want the club to be too quote-unquote black. Sad face emoji. Defeated face emoji. Jesus, I can't help that I was born with light skin. Bitch, you're over half white. That's like Malia Obama and Sasha Obama saying, I can't help that I was born with brown skin. I'm a quarter white. But you're like 3/4 black. I can't help that I was born with light skin, but I am a woman before anything else. I need to stick together. Rather, we need to split up. Don't drink while blogging. I'm not editing that shit out either. I'm drunk shaming myself. We need to stick together as women and educate society, educate men like this with black mothers, not let men/people. Well, why don't you just say people? Because that handles everybody. Why are you saying men/people? You man-hating fucking bitch. Not let men/people dictate what type of woman is in style or more beautiful. Well, we shouldn't let women dictate what's in style or more beautiful, more handsome when it comes to men too, right, bitch? It's called a preference. The fuck? We are all smart and capable of being great no matter where we come from or what complexion we are. If no one tells you you're beautiful, I'm here to tell you that you are. If no one tells you that you're beautiful, what if you're not beautiful? What if you're ugly? What if you look like Snorlax on Pokemon? What if you look like a big ogre? What if you look like He-Man in a long ass Rapunzel wig? What if you look, fuck it, man. Hearts and eyes emoji. Let's change the stigma. I love you all. Sign mother. Bitch, please use a motherfucker. This is one bald-headed, lying ass bitch. Everything that Amber Rose just said was full of shit. And now, don't get it twisted, alright? I would say don't get it twisted like her hair, but she ain't got no goddamn hair to twist. Now, a lot of you might say, well, Meat, aren't you attracted to Amber Rose? Motherfucker, anybody with eyes knows that that's a good-looking bitch. I mean, damn. I mean, she's badder than a motherfucker. She bad, bald, and bougie. Now, I don't go for bald-headed heifers, and my girl has very long hair down her back. But at the same token, and she's for real mixed, not fake mixed like Amber, because Amber's a white chick. Don't get it twisted. That one drop rule shit. Remember, for all you stupid ass coons and silly Negroes that want to say, well, I believe in the one drop rule, and Amber Rose is a black woman, or she's at least mixed. Do you call Malia Obama and Sasha Obama mixed because their daddy's half white because his mama's white? Do you call them that, bitches? You got to understand something. You might say that you believe in the one drop rule. You silly little apes want to run around saying things like, well, the one drop rule is true because, well, white people would say that Amber Rose is not white. Bitch, white people also said you're 3/5 of a fucking human being. Do you want to believe in that as well? Do you want to promote that as well? Do you really want to promote what white people said? They also said that you would dirty anything that you touch, so they can't drink out of the same fucking water fountain as you. You coons need to wake up. Y'all fucking crazy as hell. Well, white people said so. Well, why don't you go ask a white person what you are? So if they told you you're 3/5 of a human being, are you going to go repeating that, you stupid ass motherfucking... Oh, my God. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, Amber Rose is a white chick with a little splash of coffee in her milk. You coons are running around lying. You're like, oh, she looks like a black woman to me. Y'all just want to call anybody black. It's fucking crazy. You might say, well, me, why is it such a big deal to you? Well, look at the stupid shit that she's saying. The only thing that was worthy of hearing, worthy of reading that she said, excuse me, is the part where this heifer said that the black dudes that she went to school with wanted the black women and not her. That shit right there, real talk, crip walk, bursted the bubble of so many lying black bitches that say things like, you black men have a preference for lighter toned women, and you always did. And when I was little, oh, they used to holler at the light skinned women, and the darker ones, they never could get a boyfriend, and boys didn't like them, and they didn't have a normal childhood, and boys weren't, and young men in high school and college weren't trying to fuck them like they were trying to fuck the light skinned women, like as if they went to school to get dick or something. Just weirdos. And they say dumb shit like this all the fucking time. And here Amber Rose is busting your bubble with her bald head. She's like, well, actually, for me, my experience in fucking Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, was the exact opposite. They were chasing the dark butts. You know? They wanted the dark butts, not the light butts. So I love it, my Jesuses. I love the fact that this lighter tin, don't drink and blog, this lighter skinned, lighter toned heifer came out and said, my Jesuses, they were trying to holler at you and not me, because it makes so many black chicks that have spread this false notion that black men are so fucking color struck, so lustful. And by the way, that little act that I do where I talk about light-skinned women and all this shit, it comes from you black women who are my complexion and darker that run around lying on the intranets saying things like, oh, the black men don't want us because we're too dark. They want a white girl. They want a light-skinned woman. That's where that shit comes from. That's where part of my comedic act comes from. It derives from you heifers running around spelling lies and spreading thighs, my Jesuses. But anyways, this shit is all funny to me. It's all funny games. I sit back and laugh at all of this nonsense, all of this foolishness, my Christ, because of the simple fact that, my Jesus, because I know that y'all full of shit, and you know that you full of shit too. You'll contradict yourself if you have to, in order to make black men look bad. Look at what this bitch Amber Rose just did. And yes, I'm calling her a bitch. And she's a slut too. And she calls herself a slut. She has a slut walk. I think she wrote a book called How to Be a Bad Bitch. There you go. So for anybody who wants to come from Meat Magazine, say Meat Magazine, the thirsty blogger from hell, just said that Amber Rose is a slut and a bitch. She wrote a book called How to Be a Bad Bitch. She has a slut walk. These are words that she calls her damn self. This is how she views herself. So anybody wants to come to the comment section, say something stupid like, well, Meat, I'm going to call you the N-word because that's the way you look at. Well, I don't refer to myself as that. Okay. But anyways, she refers to herself as a slut and a bitch. Slut walk, how to be a bad bitch. That's her brand. Her brand is trash. You know, that may offend somebody that I'm saying it like this, but I'm just keeping it 100,000%, million% real with you. This is how she portrays herself to the planet. And she fucking contradicted herself in that lengthy post. Talking 1 minute about how guys didn't like her because she was too light-skinned. And then she starts talking about darker toned women who are my complexion and darker, living in a world where basically they're viewed as being less than, and somebody her complexion is considered to be a trophy. But bitch, you just motherfucking said what? That the boys weren't checking for you in school. So which one is it? It's like, which side are you on? Because I'm really confused at this point. What's reality? Which way is up? Which way is down? Because you just said two contradicting statements. But if you ever notice, and I don't hate to blame, I'm not eating pussy over here. I'm just trying to get my words together because remember, don't drink and blog, my Jesuses. I hate to bring race into it, but a lot of white people will contradict themselves when they want to make a black person look bad. They will say two different things back to back, and one statement will cancel out the other. They don't realize what they're saying. Such as what Amber Rose said about preferences and complexions. She said one thing, switch it up, said the other. All in the same post, all in the same comment post. And Amber Rose really should have stayed out of this discussion. It was really dumb for her to say that. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some Negro bedwenches and some cooning ass black females who will sit back and say, yeah, I'm on your side, Amber, because they just want to make black men look bad. So they're not even, they're not even critically thinking about the whole situation here. They're not really thinking about what the hell she just said. They're just like, yeah, it makes black men look bad. Sounds right to me. Even if she did contradict herself, doesn't matter. She talks shit about black men. I love it. Fuck these black men. Yeah. That's the way they look at it. So they look at it as being a pseudo victory. But this is all my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a fan of good-looking women with the microphone. As much as I can't stand Amber Rose for the shit she says and the shit she does, I will never try to front on the fact that she is a dime. She is a dime. Well, she had hair, she'd be a dime. I would say that she's 8.5 or 9. But if she has some long hair, bitch. Anyways, man. And I think it's funny how you have us never call out Amber and Black China for having big fake butts. I just had to throw that in there. There's some nice fake butts though. I like looking at them. Don't get it twisted. I'm attracted to Amber and Black China. Don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to hate or diss them. I'm just saying that you heifers that are fans of them, y'all talk shit about my baby Kim Kardashian, the most beautiful white woman ever. Y'all talk shit about my Kimmy Case. Y'all talk shit about a lot of fine ass white women. But y'all look at Amber Rose as being black and Black China as being black. Well, Black China is black or mixed. I don't know what the fuck she is. But Amber Rose is a white chick. Look at her skin. Look at her features. Y'all like, she had a big old ass and a bald head. So she shaved the hair off, got injections, and you bitches want to say that she's black now. Okay. Oh, fucking K. Black American woman logic. Shaved head, big fake butt equals a black woman. Okay. Venus Hottentot. Okay, Jesus. Sure, whore. But anyways, this is all my opinion. What do I know? I'm merely an asshole with a microphone, so what I'm saying doesn't matter. Anyway, it's what you have us in the comment section have to say. Excuse me. Don't drink and block. I'm not eating pussy. Okay. At the end of the day, my Christ, leave your comment below because it's your comments that matter. Because remember, I ain't shit, but just a slizzard blogger. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 or Google, Meat Magazine 7 or Google Plus, Meat Magazine blog and Instagram. Hit that notification button so that way you'll be sent alerts to be notified when new videos get posted. It's July of 2017. You know, we're almost at the 4-year mark of me doing this Meat Magazine thing. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this. It looks like I'm leaving YouTube this month. July 2017 marks the end. You know, I had a lot of fun, guys. Said a lot of crazy things. It was super controversial, but it's time for the blogger to hell to, rather the blogger from hell. Look, I can't even get my fucking name together. You know, this shit done turned me into a drunk hobo. So that's how I know it's time to go. So Meat Magazine, my Jesus.